And are encouraging children to read them. They already got the directive. So, where am I? Okay. So, parents today, I want to read for you Article 41.1.1 of the Constitution. This is a direct translation from the original Irish version. The state acknowledges that the family is the basic family group unit for society according to nature, and that it is a moral institution which has inalienable, invincible rights which are more ancient and higher than any human statute. Any human statute. So parents and teachers, take your power and take action. I would advise you to do your own research. I'm just an ordinary parent. I did my own research. Rent these incriminating books from the library, report them to the guards, making sure they start a pulse number, and write to the county council, TDs, etc. Most importantly, meet with the principal of the school. You have every right to meet with the principals of the schools. You know, we got out of the habit of it the last few years because we weren't allowed into schools. I wonder why. Yeah? So, discuss this new SVHE RSC curriculum with them and ask, are there any rainbow wreaths in the school? If so, tell them to remove them immediately, as the NCCA have removed them from the curriculum. You as parents are in charge of your children's welfare. You really don't want your children to learn. Teachers and principals have a duty of care to protect children. Nothing is more important than this. Protect childhood. Protect childhood. Protect childhood. Protect childhood.
Hi, Philip.
Protect childhood. Protect childhood. Thank you very much for listening.
There's a lot of talk going on, and I just want to clarify something.
Peter, are you here to put the mic on? Anyway, it's my pleasure.
Because there was a photograph taken.
It's my pleasure to introduce.
Is that true?
Introduce Dr. Jane Holland. She has quite a few medical lines after the name. At the beginning, I couldn't remember them all, so rather than me quote all of her qualifications, I will do the honors. Welcome, Dr. Holland.
Yeah. What were you hoping? When it was yeah, I just said it on that.
All for your seashore.
Well, it's not ours, it's the Irish Freedom Party. Anyway, sorry. Working as a surgeon until my 30s. What was the
And it had two photographs.
I know, but unfortunately...
And I had to now government policy. I went over to the other side of the street and asked people what they thought of it. They were bloody furious. But they didn't know.
No, I wasn't.
It was ambiguous. There's no side there.
My line
I was on the other side. People do a great work.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
Like you took a risk, there's the time
Yeah, but this stuff happening, it's crazy what they're doing.
They were looking at me. And you could see they were trying to figure it out. Because they didn't get it. Here was the government just standing in front of the
Think about it, I'd be locked up if I turned around and said my dog is a cat. It wouldn't be a mental hospital.
Unfortunately, it's well enough on we don't have
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
about
You know
me.
what?
I tell you what, we're talking
We're
to
just
you now.
now respectful to tell you.
As they learn about the world and grow through their childhood into healthy adults during what can be a confusing time in a very confusing world. Even the language is not confusing. I had originally learned that male and female were physical sexes, and those terms are still used for physical sex in many parts of the world, with man and woman now being used to describe psychological gender identity.
But look, I was in the middle.
However, the Irish Gender Recognition Act, which allows people to self-identify their gender and legally change it by signing a solemn declaration, names male and female as genders. The Irish Equality Act refers to gender, while the Equality Act in the UK refers to sex. So the language around this is getting very confusing. The same terms, male and female, are now used in different contexts, and I think now have different meanings in law in different parts of the world. I think the new criminal justice bill says gender means the gender of a person, or the gender with which a person expresses as the person's preferred gender, or with which the person identifies, and includes transgender and a gender other than those of male or female. It's a circular argument. Gender is defined as gender. I had originally learnt that sex refers to the physical sex of a body in relation to sexual reproduction, whether a body is arranged around producing sperm or to produce an egg. And in female mammals, to support the growth of a baby during pregnancy and feeding that baby after birth. This is different in different animals. For crocodiles and turtles, sex is determined by how warm their egg gets as they grow inside it. If a chicken has ZW sex chromosomes, it grows into a hen. If it has ZZ, it grows into a rooster. The platypus has 5 pairs of sex chromosomes. Those papers are a fun read if you're having trouble sleeping at night. Birds, insects, and fish can be hermaphrodites, but only rarely. Birds and insects can also fly, while fish have gills to breathe underwater. Humans, mammals, cannot be hermaphrodites, and their sex chromosomes are usually XX for girls and XX for boys.
That's what they want.
Babies can be born with congenital conditions, including those of chromosomes. Girls and women with Turner syndrome only have one X chromosome, for example. Developmental problems or congenital conditions, whether caused by chromosomes or other causes, can occur in any system in the body. They can be so mild that they aren't diagnosed until later in life, or they may be so severe as to be fatal, even with the best of treatment. Cystic fibrosis is relatively common here in Ireland. 1 in 20 people carry those genes of a disease that affects the lungs. Congenital cardiac problems like a hole in the heart happen in 31% of babies. Still, I would say that children are born as boys or girls.
Here.
So yes, there can be congenital or developmental problems that affect their reproductive system, which can then affect their urinary or endocrine systems too. These all develop closely with each other and influence each other. As another example, it is normal for some girls to be born without a uterus, with normal XX chromosomes, healthy ovaries, external perineum, and so forth. And this might only be some of these girls, and this is MRK from describing just under half can problems with the development of their heart as well. And a smaller number again must also be diagnosed. It gets shame on you at birth. Shame on you. They may not be born perfect. Shame on you.
Rights are under attack!
Where it's complicated to tell, those children need proper diagnosis, investigation, their families need a genetic investigation, but associated with specialist counselling, and they may need specialist medical and or surgical treatment for what can be fatal conditions. They may need detailed investigations for other associated congenital conditions of the heart, hormones, skeletons, and so forth. So in my opinion, teachers should not be independently investigating, diagnosing, or recommending treatments, whether social, medical, or surgical, for complex or congenital medical conditions. I personally wonder how close is that to practicing medicine without a license. The data on the medium, let alone long-term effects of some of these treatments are unknown. Puberty is a time when the whole body grows. The heart, the lungs, the bones. Think how fast and high a boy shoots up during puberty. So what happens to the skeleton, to the heart, to the lungs, if puberty blockers are given for not just months, but years? I don't know.
I don't think anyone does. The interim cast report about Tavistock specifically said there has not been routine and consistent data collection, which means it is not possible to accurately track the outcomes and pathways that children and young people take through the service. Also, because the specialist service has evolved rapidly and organically in response to demand, the clinical approach and overall service design has not been subjected to some of the normal quality controls that are typically applied when new or innovative treatments are introduced. So, do they know? While more and more people are detransitioning and describing how treatments affected their bodies, their health, none of us are born perfect, apart from this gentleman here. And some babies may be born with complex medical conditions, including of their reproductive systems, but I believe that biological sex is learned at birth and that it is immutable, that you cannot change your sex.
Thank you, Dr. Holland. It's my pleasure to welcome someone who is a parent of 10 children, a grandmother of 17, a neighbour and a dear friend, Mary Kerrigan.
Hi, Louise. Hey, girl. Haven't seen you in ages. How are you keeping?
Hello, everyone.
You look great.
Lovely to see you today. So I'm here as a mother and a grandmother.
I'll take that as a compliment. It's the Louise warrior in us. Good to see you. Good to see you. Love your little harp. It's beautiful.
Give us a minute, yeah.
Please, let us all stand together and fight for our children. Protect our children. I would like to read a poem now by Jim Sherry. I think it's quite nice. It's quite short. There is a purity born in every baby, an innocence that runs deep. I imagine every parent feels it whenever they watch their babies sleep. We not only see it in the way they sleep, but in the morning when they rise. We see it in the way they look at us. It's in their smile and in their eyes. I saw it in my grandchildren and grandchildren, in the different things they'd say and do. And I imagine you've seen it in your children, in your grandchildren too. I'm also sure you've seen it, even if you don't have children, if that was never meant to be. Because innocence is one of the easiest and most endearing sights our eyes will ever see. Yes, if you want to view a little innocence, watch a child. Listen to their sounds. You'll quickly come to realise that is where innocence abounds. And we're not alone. Nature also sees their innocence. But why do you suppose she allows the ladybug to crawl upon their fingers and the butterfly to land
You spoke to us at least. Not very coherent people.
if it's not murder?
They're mixed up. See, I don't think it's better.
Once that innocence to keep that innocence right.
Are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good. Great to see you.
We are all here today because we have valid concerns. But being here today is only the start. Nothing will happen, nothing will change if we don't take action on the ground. We can't wait for them in there. We can't wait for the schools. We have to take action ourselves. The few men and women who supported this event and the few of us that are here cannot do it on our own. We must take a direct action on the attack of our children's welfare. And it is only through a powerful grassroots movement that we will make a change. So what can you do? First, call your children's school, call their principal, their board of management. Do they even know what's being proposed and the risks? I talked to a dozen principals ahead of this event and they didn't even know this was being proposed. Put your pen to paper. Write a letter to the school, the INTO, the NCCA, National Parents Council, your TDs. Let as many people know that you do not consent. Parents have a sovereign right, as per Article 41.1.1 that Linda read of our Constitution, to opt out of any education which could harm the development of a child. This also puts a budgetary and a resource strain on the education system, and although it may protect our children from the indoctrination, it is less than ideal for me to remove my children from their classroom with their friends. We need to keep this out of schools. You can also go to your library. We visited a good few last week. It was quite an enlightening experience. Go to the library and see what books are in the under 18 section. They label it as young adult. Young adult in most countries is around 18. In Ireland, it's defined in the libraries by 12 to 15. So those books I was holding earlier are for 12 to 15. Write a complaint to the Libraries Ireland, the County Council, Roderick O'Gorman. I refuse to call him the Minister of Children because he is not the minister for my children. Norma Foley and Healthy Ireland. Get your pen to the paper, pick up the phone. Don't leave here today and do nothing. As the Natural Women's Council, the IEA, the Parents' Rights Alliance, and Lawyers for Justice Ireland, we're going to be working on some really good letter campaigns to really get to all of them. But we really need parents to write those letters, grandparents, adults. If you don't have children, you're an adult. It's your job to safeguard the children in this country. And last but not least, I feel so inspired and confident now, seeing all of you strong men and women here, that we're ready to take another action today. Linda Kennedy, who spoke earlier, and I are going to make our way to the Pierce Street Garda Station following this event to lodge a formal complaint in relation to the library books that violate both the Children's First Act of 2015, which we have printed out. It breaks the Children's First Act of 2015 and the EU law on the protection of children, both of which I have printed out. I spent last night late into the hours speaking with lawyers. We're prepared to file this case. Please feel free to follow us and walk down with us, or send us love, light, and support as we bravely go inside. We do not consent. We will not accept the destruction of our children. Thank you all for standing up to protect children. We're not alone, and we will win. Thank you very much.
Facebook back.
Hello everybody. Are you all coming to Pierce Street Garda Station? We're going to file this complaint and let it be the first of many. Let this be the start of the biggest pushback in the world against this agenda. Okay? So what we're going to need to do when we get down there is we have to let the people go in and we have to wait outside, make as much noise as this can, let them know that they're outside, but we have to let the people inside do what they have to do. We can't go live inside because personal information is going to be handed over, but they will be coming out and letting us know that we're getting this investigation started, and let this be the start of the hunt of every paedophile in this country.
Looking out on the morning rain.
Are they looking forward to you?
I used to feel so uninspired. And when I knew I had to face another day, oh, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind.
And they're tired and they gotta know.
Like a natural woman. soul was in the lost and found. Oh, you came along to claim it. I didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. 'Cause you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, what you done to me, what you done to me.
Like to say a few words? Yeah, I am. How are you? I don't know, I just thought you might like to say a few words about what's going on today.
Well, I'm very much I would like to be on camera.
Oh, would you know?
No.
Sorry, I'm so sorry about that.
No,
Are you with them today?
Yes, but I also think what you're
What's going on there today?
Well, we're protesting against the selling of our forests.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I also disagree with this, stuff about. Are you moaning against gender ideology, as you call it?
Well, I just agree with what's a man and what's a woman, and I.
Well, yes, but I also think that gender, in many ways, is also a cultural thing. I think that a lot of people, see, I identify as gender. I still see myself as a man, but I do think that people should be allowed to wear what they want and identify as man. I do think a lot of gender fluid people, I do think that a lot of people claim to be, I know a lot of actual trans women, a lot of them, but I also think that, what's happening in America, where drag is basically being banned for children, I think that is absolutely horrible. Because basically Americans, it's a cultural thing. Americans didn't grow up with panto, they didn't grow up with, obviously there were a lot of American people who did drag, but that's the extent in Britain where, everyone from the Pythons and the Lobbies to, your Les Dawsons, that sort of great music hall tradition, that they think that, oh, you wear a dress, it means you're queer. I think that people should be allowed to wear what they want. And, Jesus wore a dress. It's not. I do think that people should be allowed to, but I do think that I support trans kids. I support trans kids, and I think that a lot of these people over there are bigots, and I do see where they're coming from in some cases. Like, I do think that if I have friends, I as I know who are gay, and they are very, very trans skeptic, to the point that sometimes I do disagree with them, but at other points I do see where they're coming from, because I actually do think that children should basically be raised without gender, and then they should be allowed to make them.
Okay. Thanks a million. Thanks a million for everything you said. I'm so happy you talked to me today.
Yes. So on one hand, I don't disagree with everything you're saying, but I do agree that they're bastards. But I also think that there is probably a child grooming thing. I don't want to sound I do believe there is, because I know there is in the UK that things like all those youth arrests were basically cover-ups for a much wider scale, like the whole meeting, they were allowed all these children's TV presenters. That's still going on today, and I'm pretty sure it's going on in the Irish culture too.
Thank you.
But thanks, but I wouldn't associate with you a lot.
I believe in saving all of that.
Yeah.
Hi, Craig. Good to see you. Hi, how are you?
Are you live?
I'm live, yeah. I would just like to say thank you so much for the gorgeous plants. She's really blossoming. Like, you want to see how big she is now. I'll take a picture and I'll let you see her.
No worries.
She was like only a little baby when you gave her to me, and I love her so much. I keep her beside my kitchen.
me purifying.
Do you mind if I put you in this? Thank you. Thanks so much. Have a lovely day. Hi, would you like to say a few words? Because I know you have a lot to say about what's going on here today. Do you mind if I put the camera on you, or do you not want it? It's up to you, because I know I love what you always have to say. So.
The best person protocol.
Yeah.
We're talking about they're actually teaching children. They're actually children believe in Santa Claus. They can't rationalize it. They can't think. They target the children because they've no defense. There's no defense within their brain. They don't know reality. Because they're children. They believe cartoons are real. And the this perversion, which is a programming, it's a program into the brain. The reason they don't go at 16 or 17 is because they have some protection. The brains are sealed at that point. So they go in, and they teach them this film, but they don't know why they're there. And then they encourage them to have these mutilated, these castrated, to be butchered. I was in the pet shop yesterday, and I missed one of these. He was 19, and he was after being butchered and castrated and he didn't have a clue he was a boy or a girl. And he was ridiculous because he was obviously a man. This is the nonsense, this is the program that's actually going on at every level across society. To destroy our economy, to sell our forests, to sell our land, to destroy who we are, to destroy belief in God. We're going to destroy belief in God, and destroy belief in morality. And that is everything. That is like the land. It's the very foundation of God, the very foundation of belief. And once you take that away, society will fall. And that's why they want to take it away. That's why they want to take things away. We're under attack. We're under attack. These filth, George and there, all bought in by sellers and everything else, all funded to destroy our country. It's hard to work people now. The level of society is now under attack. Now we've got the 15 million prison cities. People, it's really them they're in prison. They're now watching the cameras, surveillance, open surveillance prisons a year. 4 injections, and enables the pandemic treatment where they take away your right to say no. 194 countries have signed up to take away your right to your own body, so they can inject this filthy poison into your healthy body under the name that is going to save you. And these perverts are in there, gates, going to take away your right. These have signed away your rights to your body, and they're injecting children, babies, with filth, with mRNA, filth that deletes your genes. Your immune system is being destroyed. It's been destroyed with every injection. We'll leave it open to cancer and everything, which is why they're doing it. Because they want to wipe out 7 billion people. And COVID is fake, climate is fake, and everything they do is a lie. And it's all based on taking away your country, their rights to a fire, their rights to own a pet. It's real now. People need to stand up and say enough is enough. But the people are not going to be saved by any government. The people have to save themselves. And unless the people save themselves, they're gone. They're going to go into prison. They're going to be infected. They're going to take your health. You have to stand up to these monsters. And you stand up now. Because you won't get another chance.
Well done. I like that. Thank you. Thank you. John, would you like to say a few words? Oh, hi.
How are you? How are you?
Ethan.
Good.
Hi, how are you?
Hi,
are you
how are
ignoring me
you?
at the moment? I hope you're not.
Why not?
No, why not?
Not today, not today.
Why
Here
not?
for the kids, I'm not here to do an interview.
Why? You've got good things to say, John.
I do, but wait till people see what the real good things that are happening right now in the background.
Oh, with the IRB thing, yeah? What's going on there? Are you playing a big part in that? Yeah.
The IRB is huge, yeah. The IRB is the custodians of the country now, of the Sovereign Republic of Ireland. Not the Crown 26, not the Crown Corporation. That is Crown Corporation, that is not the Ireland. So, on the 21st of January 1919, then President of the IRB, Michael Collins, in order to give full power effectively transferred authority from the IRB to the Ireland, in order that they follow the appropriate law, failing which that power would automatically revert to the IRB. On the 22nd of June last year, we initiated Executive Order 282, which is the part of in which the power of Dáil Éireann have been reverted to the IRB. That does not make the IRB a government country. It takes the rights of people of Ireland to a sovereign democratic independence. It's not the Crown. Sovereignty. When you have sovereignty, no government master. So I promulgated the program of the Brotherhood to the people on the 21st of January there at the Lawrence Hotel. And once a group of people, good, honest, decent, solid people come together and want to form that national government, we're ready. Oh no, it's going to happen. Ireland is going to bring sovereignty to the whole world. The heart chakra of the world. It's going to ripple out. We're flat to the map.
You have to leave the EU first.
No, you don't. No. The Sovereign Republic of Ireland. The sovereign. No. Forget about all that.
Yeah.
It's not about the EU. Only the Free State is attached to the EU.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. The Sovereign Republic of Ireland has no attachment to anybody. The people of Ireland have the claim to the ownership of Ireland.
Yeah.
And to them alone.
I'd love to see it all happen. I'm trying to remain positive.
But you're watching it happening. We re-established the Dáil Éireann courts, the real Republican courts of this country. That's fine. We re-established the Dáil Éireann courts of this country. On the 11th of November last year, we took down the Papal Law Bill 1155, the Crown of Ireland Act 1542, and the Act of Union 1801. In the spring session of Dáil Éireann courts, we'll be taking down the Anglo-Irish Treaty. We'll be taking down which was the formation of the state, all done in fraud, and we will be taking down two other very important instruments which came afterwards. So, yeah. The IRB is the most important organisation in the whole world now. So I'm on the Spring Council of the IRB, the governing body of the IRB.
You'll do great.
It's not about me.
I believe in you.
It's not about me though. It's not about me.
It's about the kids.
Well, it's about the whole.
That's why I'm here today.
Why is it? What's our phrase? Our son, the hair, and not Zakanya for Ireland and her children.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Good to see you.
It's mad. Good to see you too. It's mad the days we're living in, isn't it?
It is. It's exciting times. It's exciting times, sir. People need to realise that is not Dáil Éireann. That is 26 County Crown Corporation. That is Leinster House. That is not Dáil Éireann.
Will you send me on some stuff? Google me and let me know.
I have you on WhatsApp.
You have me on
Yeah,
WhatsApp?
I will. I'll send you Executive Order 22822, the Declaration of Trust and Program of Brotherhood. I will.
Well, sure, I'll leave you be. Have a great day.
Good seeing you, Sarah.
God bless.
Good seeing you.
Bye-bye.
You're coming down. We went on nuts. I will in a second. Just ask Jana what. Yeah, can I be a practical help to her to get the thing on? Just.
Who's Lanya? Is that the girl?
Jana in the red. She's the organizer.
She's the girl that organises.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So I just want to know just if I can be anyway useful. We're walking down to the Garda barracks, but I might have to get that in the Scrappy tutorial at 3. So I'd love
Thanks for coming to the library.
This is Sarah Louise. Yeah.
Hi,
Can I do anything useful for you? Can I do anything useful, practical for you now? No? You're okay?
Yeah, I need to do something with all my signs.
Because I'm giving a tutorial at 3 o'clock to somebody up in Sandyland.
I wonder where to put all my signs. I can walk into the garden if anybody's coming.
I can help you.
I can help you with that.
Okay, yeah.
So, Vincent, do you mind just saying a few words now and then I can close the stream off?
Well, absolutely.
Yeah, cool, thanks.
Don't introduce me as Vincent.
Okay.
Hello, it's wonderful here today with so many like-minded people, concerned people, ordinary citizens, parents, grandparents, people who want to get the message out, leave our children alone, let them enjoy childhood, don't force political agendas upon them. Children are children, they will grow at their own pace under the guidance of parents. Parents should be the primary educators, not the schools, not the state. It's parents first, parents always. and parents are those who have the full responsibility for the upbringing of their children. We support childhood, we support child development, and we oppose gender ideology, political ideology, non-biological ideology, ideology that divides, destroys, and has nothing to offer in the end except unhappiness and, in effect, surgical mutilation at times. We stand firm in our opposition to that. Thank you. Okay.
Hi everybody, hope you're all keeping well, hope you're enjoying this live stream. Good to see you. As you can see, there's Matty McGrath in the background. The good Matty McGrath.
I don't know, she probably wants to just play with her toys, you know, that way. We got her weighed last year.
Hope you enjoyed what Dr. Vincent had to say today. I didn't bring my microphone with me, unfortunately, so hopefully the sound is okay. And yeah, today was a great event. I ran a little bit late as always, so I hope you're having a great day, and hopefully we'll be able to put a stop to the madness. I don't believe in this craziness, what's being taught to our children. I think children should be innocent and they should be kept that way, and yeah, we need to do all we can possibly do to fight against these people here behind us, who seek to do the children of Ireland harm. Myself and a barrister went on tour not so long ago, and we tried to educate parents about what's going on regarding what children are being taught, and we need to put a stop to the library books that are being like Lit Particular are disgusting. They're talking about a lot of anal things that young children don't need to know about, and we need to put a stop to this. So yeah, I think we're going to Pierce Street Garda Station now, so I'm going to end this live stream, and thank you so much for watching, everybody. God bless, and bye for now.
Yeah. Where's Cock? Cock and Tip.